All right, let's set the scene picture. This I'm Carl, 26 years old, just your average guy trying to live my life. Without too much drama, married to the love of my life, Tiffany. We're good. Together, like really good, but here's the kicker: we've been married 2 whole years, and her mom, Marion Lawrence, has no idea. You'd think this would be some cute surprise reveal, but now this isn't that kind of story. See, Marion isn't just any mom-in-law, she's a judge, but not just any judge. She's the kind of judge who likes to, let's say, play God a bit. Yeah, she's tough as nails, always laying down the law, and there's just one small complication: she's got this thing about guys like me, not because I'm a bad guy, far from it, but because I don't exactly look like the kind of son-in-law she'd handpick. So one day, out of the blue, I end up in her courtroom. I didn't even know she was presiding. Here I am standing there over a basic parking violation. It was nothing serious, just a stupid little ticket, but I could feel this weird vibe as soon as she looked up. She gave me this once over, eyes narrowing, and I swear she had this hint of a smirk, like she just won the lottery and I was the prize. She opens my file, glancing at it like it's the most interesting thing she's ever seen, then leans back with this little grin, tapping her pen on the desk. Well, Mr. Moore, she says, voice dripping with fake concern, it seems like you have a bit of a history with traffic violations. Now, mind you, I got a few parking tickets here and there. Who doesn't? It's called living in a city. But she's acting like I'm some kind of criminal mastermind. Yeah, I said, trying to keep my cool. I mean, it's just parking tickets. I threw in a shrug, trying to play it off. Nothing serious. Her smile widened like she'd been waiting for that. Oh, you don't think so? She leaned forward, eyes glinting with a kind of glee I couldn't wrap my head around. Maybe you could use a little break from driving then, just to, think about it. In my head I was screaming, are you kidding me? She was seriously considering suspending my license for a couple of parking tickets. And then I realized she wasn't considering it. She'd already made up her mind. Your Honor, that's a bit extreme, don't you think? I tried to reason with her, but she just cut me off. Oh, I think it's quite reasonable, mister, she said, her voice like ice. Some people just need a bit of discipline to understand the value of following the rules. The way she said some people hit me like a punch in the gut. I knew exactly what she meant by that, and it had nothing to do with parking. Then she hits me with, let this be a lesson to you. And with that, she brought the gavel down. Just like that, my license was gone. I walked out of there feeling like I'd just been hit by a truck. All over a few lousy parking tickets and not even a chance to explain myself. Dole right, so I get home that night, still steaming from the whole judge wrecking my life for fun situation. I walk and toss my jacket over a chair, and I see Tiffany, my amazing supportive wife, who, by the way, just so happens to be the daughter of Judge Marion Lawrence. Yep, the same Marion who snatched my license like it was nothing. Tiffany, sitting on the couch scrolling through her phone, looking all peaceful and relaxed. Little does she know the storm that's about to hit. Hey babe, I say, trying to keep my voice steady, but I'm practically vibrating with frustration. She looks up, all smiles, until she sees my face. Whoa, what's up with you? She asks, raising an eyebrow. You look like you've seen a ghost or something. A ghost, babe? I'd take a ghost any day over what just happened. Guess who was the judge on my little parking ticket case today? I'm trying to keep it light, but the bitterness slips out. She blinks, clearly not following. I drop the bomb. Your mom. Her jaw practically hits the floor. My mom. Moran, the shock in her voice tells me she genuinely didn't see this coming, and I don't know whether to laugh or scream. Yes, Marion, I say, voice dripping with sarcasm. Your mother, who decided it would be hilarious to suspend my license over a couple of parking tickets just for fun. Apparently, she covers her mouth with her hand, eyes wide, and I can tell she's torn between disbelief and guilt. Finally, she whispers, oh my God, Carl, I'm so sorry. I never thought she'd. I mean, I knew she could be intense, but this is just... Oh, it gets better, I say, pacing now. She was looking at me like she was enjoying every damn second of it, didn't care about the facts. I swear she was practically smiling when she hit me with the suspension. I stopped, turned to face her. So, want to explain what's going on here? I mean, why we're still a secret after 2 years of marriage? She sighed, clearly uncomfortable, but at this point I need answers, and I need them now. All right. Look, she finally says, running a hand Through her hair, there's a reason I haven't told her. It's complicated. She has these beliefs, strong beliefs. She's not exactly open-minded when it comes to certain things. She's fumbling for words, but I know exactly what she's trying not to say, and it stings. So what you're saying, she has a problem with me because of how I look? I snap, my voice sharper than I intended. I can see Tiffany flinch, but I can't help it. This whole situation is getting way too real, and I'm sick of being a secret. She nods, looking guilty as hell. Carl, you know it's not her about you personally. She doesn't even know you. But yeah, she has her biases, and I wanted to protect us. I thought if we kept things quiet, she'd come around eventually, you know, and maybe by then she'd be okay with it, protect us. I let out a bitter laugh. Well, that plan's gone out the window. Your mom just treated me like a second-class citizen right there in her courtroom. I mean, you think she's going to magically come around after that? Tiffany's voice cracks a little as she whispers, I know, but what was I supposed to do? She's my mom, Carl, and you know she's influential. I didn't want her to. She stops, choking up, and I realize she's genuinely scared of her own mother. Seeing her like this, I want to hug her, comfort her, but there's this raw anger still burning inside me. I mean, how did we even get here? How are we hiding our marriage just because her mom can't handle reality? Look, I finally say, taking a deep breath to calm myself. We can't keep pretending. Not anymore. This secret thing is not working. I'm tired of hiding, and I'm sure as hell not about to let her keep pulling this crap on me. Tiffany nods, wiping a tear from her cheek. You're right, it's not easy. She's so set in her ways, but okay. I'll talk to her. I'll figure something out. Watching her struggle with this, I can't help but feel torn. Part of me wants to just get out of this whole mess, but another part of me knows we can't run forever. We're married. We're supposed to be a team, right? So I take her hand to give it a squeeze. We'll get through this, I say, trying to reassure her and maybe myself too, but no more secrets. I'm done hiding. She nods, holding my hand a little tighter. So, a few days later, I decide it's time to do something. Call me crazy, but I'm done playing the mystery man in my own marriage. I tell Tiffany that I'm going to Marion's place. No more hiding, no more secret. She looks at me like I just told her I was signing my own death warrant. Are you serious, Carl? She whispers, her eyes wide. You're going to just show up? Yeah, Tiff, I reply, my voice calm but firm. You and I both know this isn't going to fix itself. Your mom thinks I'm just some random guy she can push around. Maybe it's time she learns the truth. She takes a deep breath, looking down, and I can see the worry etched across her face, but I can't keep avoiding it. Not when her mom's basically declared me enemy number one. I make my way to Marion's place. She's got this house that screams I'm important. Don't mess with me. Huge gates, a driveway that seems like it goes on forever, and a front door that looks like it could withstand a hurricane. I walk up, hands clenched into fists, reminding myself to keep my cool. If Marion wants a showdown, I'm ready. The door opens, and there she is, Marion, standing there in her perfectly pressed suit, looking at me like I'm the last person she expected to see. Her expression doesn't even twitch, but her eyes narrow like she's sizing me up, deciding if I'm worth her time. Well, Mr. Moore, she said, folding her arms. To what do I owe this surprise? I take a deep breath, steadying myself. Marion, I say, and I can see her bristle at the lack of Judge Lawrence formality. I think it's time we had a talk, you know, about Tiffany and me. Her face goes blank, but I can tell she's processing this. There's a beat of silence, and then she gives me this cold, almost amused smile. Oh, really? You think you can just walk in here and make demands? Interesting. I try to keep my tone steady, respectful. Even I'm not here to make demands. I'm here to set things straight. Tiffany and I are married. Marion, we've been married for 2 years now. I pause, letting that sink, and I think it's time you accept that. She stares at me, her expression unreadable, and then she lets out a laugh, a sharp, cold sound that makes my blood run cold. You really think that matters to me, don't you? You think I'm just going to welcome you with open arms because you decided to walk through my door? She shakes her head, looking at me like I'm the punchline to a very bad joke. I clench my jaw, feeling the anger rise again, but I try to keep my voice steady. I get it, okay? You don't like me, and you probably think you're protecting her, or Whatever, but Tiffany's a grown woman. She chose this, she chose me, and whether you like it or not, I'm not going anywhere. Her smile fades and she steps closer, her eyes boring into mine. You really have no idea who you're dealing with, do you? She says quietly, her voice low and icy. I could make your life very, very difficult, Mr. Moore. You've already had a taste of it, haven't you? There it is, the threat out in the open. She's practically daring me to push her to see how far she'll go, and I realize in that moment that this isn't just about Tiffany or me, it's about control. Marian's used to calling the shots, and here I am messing with her perfect little setup. I take a step back, feeling the weight of her words. You know what, Marion, I say, my voice barely a whisper. Maybe you're right, maybe I don't know who I'm dealing with, but I do know one thing: you're not going to scare me off. I'm here for Tiffany, and I'm not about to back down just because you don't approve. She gives me this chilling smile, one that says she has already won. Well, then she says, her tone almost mocking, good luck, you're going to need it. Without another word, she closes the door in my face, leaving me standing there, fists clenched, feeling the weight of everything that just happened. Dull, right, so I'm fuming as I walk away from Marion's fortress of a house. Her whole "I'll make your life hell" routine is still ringing in my ears, but at this point there's no turning back. I'm not giving her the satisfaction of watching Miss squirm. No way. I head home feeling like a bomb just waiting to go off. When I walk through the door, Tiffany's waiting for me, pacing around like she's been on pins and needles the whole time. The second she sees me, her face lights up with this mix of hope and fear. She's desperate to know how it went, but somehow I don't even have to say a word. One look and she already knows. Carl, she says quietly, coming over to me. What happened? I let out a bitter laugh. What happened? Let's see, your mother basically told me she's willing to ruin my life if it means keeping us apart. How's that for a warm family welcome? She bites her lip, looking down, and I can see the guilt washing over her, but that honestly I might if I'm too mad to comfort her right now. Tiffany, we can't keep living like this. You've got to make a choice. Either we're together out in the open, or we're not. I'm not about to spend the rest of my life hiding in the shadows because of your mom. She's silent for a moment, her eyes filling with tears. You're right, I know you're right, but you don't understand. She has power, Carl. Serious power, and she's used to getting what she wants. Yeah, well, guess what? I snap back. So am I, and what I want is a life with you without all this hanging over us. So what's it going to be? Tiff, are we a team, or am I just your little secret forever? She takes a shaky breath, looking up at me with determination in her eyes. You're not a secret, you're my husband, and I'm done letting her control me. We're doing this together, and just like that, it feels like this huge weight has lifted off my shoulders. Finally, we're on the same page. But I know this is only the beginning. Marion's not the type to just let things go, so we come up with a plan to go public, to make it crystal clear to everyone, including Marion, that we're not playing by her rules anymore. A few days later, Tiffany decides to make it official. She calls her mom, tells her that she's bringing someone important to a family gathering. Marion's voice on the other, and I can practically hear her clenching her teeth through the phone. She knows what's coming, but she doesn't know how hard it's about to hit her. So we show up at this big family event. Marion's there, of course, playing the perfect hostess, smiling for all her friends and family. The second we walk in, her face goes stone cold. She's not even trying to hide it. She's furious, but she keeps it together because, you know, appearances are Tiffany, she says, forcing a smile that looks like it's physically painful. And Mr. Moore, she nods at me, but there's no warmth there, just pure icy rage behind those music eyes. Tiffany, bless her heart, just steps forward, all confidence. Mom, I think it's time everyone here knew that Carl and I are married, have been for 2 years now. The room goes dead silent. You could have heard a pin drop. Marion's friends are staring, her family's whispering, and Marion, she's looking like she just got slapped, but she recovers quick as ever. Married, she repeats, her voice dangerously calm. Well, isn't that a surprise? Tiffany doesn't back down. No, Mom, it's not a surprise, it's a choice, my choice, and you're just going to have to accept it. For a second, I think Marion might actually explode, but instead she just smiles, a cold, calculating smile. Well, she says, looking around the room, it seems my daughter has made her decision. And so have I. She turns to me, her eyes narrowing. Let's just see how long this little arrangement lasts. And with that, she walks away, leaving us standing there surrounded by people who are probably just as shocked as we are. I realize right then and there that this isn't over, not by a long shot. But as I look at Tiffany holding her hand, I know one thing: I'm ready for whatever Marion throws at us, because for the first time we are a real team.